3 years ago today, I lost it all. I want it back. I want the avatar.
Fumbling, a 10 out of 10, man. I think fumbling a girl is one of the most emotionally painful things that you can experience as a guy. Personally, I had always heard about how fumbling a 10 out of 10 girl is an unavoidable universal experience that you must go through as a man, and for some reason, I always thought it will never happen to me. And let me just say that about 2 days ago, I realized I was wrong. I was extremely wrong, actually. Fumbling a 10 out of 10 is a canon event. There is just no way around it. You're not escaping. To give you some context, and so that you don't make the same mistakes that I did, about a month ago, I was just chilling, scrolling through Instagram, seeing who my friends followed and shit, and I saw this girl's profile. And let me just say, she was so fine, right? Let's call her Sarah. So, naturally, I give her a follow, and about 2 minutes later, she gives me a follow back. That's pretty good. The thing about this girl, though, is that not only was she extremely pretty, but her profile gave off this like vibe that made me want to text her, you know what I mean? I felt the need to text her, you know what I'm saying? It was a Saturday like 7 p.m. or something. I was feeling pretty motivated, and I saw that she posted a pretty unknown artist on one of her notes. So I slid in her DMs like acting surprised because she posted that artist, and the rest is history. It turns out that we had a lot much more in common with each other, and it just felt to me that this girl that I had just texted on Instagram was different. And so I got myself into that stage of texting each other, getting to know each other better, sending voice messages, snaps and shit. It was too good to be true, you feel me? This girl, she was just different. She was playing video games, had great music taste. It was crazy. Now, eventually, it was time to ask her to link up, and I was like, you wanna hang out or something? You know, go to the mall, get to see each other and shit. And she was like, hell yeah, let's do it. She even asked me to watch a movie. Now here is when, looking back at it, I started to fumble, because I never asked her to FaceTime each other.
Why are you so beautiful?
And from personal experience, not FaceTiming a girl you're texting before the link up is gonna get her bored. Like, how is a girl not gonna get bored of you texting each other for weeks without linking up? It's a simple game, man. Anyway, for the next 2 weeks we kept trying to link up, but there was always some circumstance that made it not happen, so I had to hold a conversation with my life gang. And for some reason, I was always too scared to ask her to FaceTime. I don't know. Anyway, about a week before actually linking up, I also made another mistake, and that was telling people at school about it. That's the worst mistake you could make. Your homies don't ever want to see you win, especially when it comes to a pretty girl. Don't ever tell your homies about a girl, man. They're always trolling and telling everyone. And later, when we actually linked up, that mistake came back to haunt me. Anyway, we were supposed to go out on a Friday, but it turns out she couldn't do that, so she asked me to go out on Thursday. Up until that point, everything was going smoothly, and I was literally that guy. I was literally him. The day we were supposed to link up, I got my fit ready, hair ready, everything was looking great. Popped some cologne, got some money, etc. I was ready to go pick her up, until when I actually did pick her up, I was hella scared. Usually with other girls, I can be a little awkward, but at least I'm letting the conversation flow. This time it was different, man. This girl made me really nervous. Anyway, we walked over to the nearest shopping mall, and she wanted to play arcade games. So we went over there, and I had no idea what was going on with me, bro. Like, honestly, I got nerfed. I couldn't speak to her properly, and it just got so awkward. Plus the fact that she was kind of shy too. Like, I don't even know what happened there. After that, she wanted to eat some McDonald's and stuff, so we bought 2 Happy Meals and just sat there talking about stuff for a while. But again, I was just so nervous, bro. That like whenever she was telling me what she did in the day, or what she thought about something, or a question, my only reply was like, okay, alright, cool. Like, what? What was crazy though was that eventually, when we were talking about games and stuff, I'm not even capping, like, she asked me if I played Brawl Stars, right? And I was like, yeah, I don't play much, how about you? I was expecting her to have like a brand new account or something, and then she's like, you wanna see my account? And pulls out the craziest account of all time, bro. She had like 30,000 trophies in that shit, almost everything in the game maxed out. It was insane, and I don't even play that much, like, that's crazy. Anyway, after that, we just walked around the mall for a bit, and I started to fumble even worse than that. I remember she asked me about what movies or shows I was watching or liked, and my boring, scared ass told her I didn't watch any movies or shows. Looking back at what happened at that moment, I am genuinely concerned about what my mind was thinking. Like, why would I say I don't watch movies or shows? Who doesn't do that? I can imagine my entire bloodline and ancestors looking at me in that moment, just crying, accepting that all of their hard work was for nothing. Like what? Anyway, since it was Thursday, she told me I should drop her off because it was getting late, and you know, we talked for a bit and I left her at her house. The thing is, I could tell she was pretty disappointed with how things went, and that's when telling my homies about her just fucked everything up and came back to haunt me. Cause I checked my phone, right, and it turns out one of them added me into this weird ass group where they sent some goofy ass pictures of guys in my school. So I was like, hey yo, y'all gotta chill, cause I was out with this girl. And then some dude added her into the group, bro. Obviously she leaves and she's like, what the fuck happened there? And I guess y'all know how the rest goes, you know what I mean? That was like the worst first impression I could make, at least from my perspective. Obviously, it wasn't the worst link up of all time, considering the fact that I did have fun with her, but I honestly hate myself for being such an idiot around her. And the moral of the story is that fumbling at 10 out of 10 is a canon event. I feel like we're all gonna experience it at some point in our lives. It sucks, but it's good character development, and if she's the right girl, she'd probably let it pass. But like Lil Uzi said one time, that's just the way life goes, you know what I mean? I love you guys. Videos like this, especially this one, take a lot of effort to make. So make sure to tip by liking and subscribing, it's free. And make sure to go follow the gram. I love you guys. Bye.